All right, here we are with the creation of the Neptune Aviation skateboard. Went and got some photos off of the internet, and we're running through this video at 1,000%, which brings it down to about 9 minutes of video here. So beware, folks, that you're in for a 9-minute little video. And here I am, clipping this plane out in Photoshop using my Bezier tool so I can get some nice curves on this plane. And we have clipped him, put him on a new layer, brought that Photoshop document into Illustrator where I'm running a trace on it so we can scale that photo up as large as we want and not lose any quality. We could have a 30-foot skateboard if we want, and it would still look sharp. So I've got a board template here, and I'm placing some flames and our airplane into it. And I've got those colors. Those are the Neptune colors. And we will revisit that color scheme later as I move through other options. And here I have the logo. Ultimately, grabbing the logo off of the internet was not going to work because the quality just wasn't there. But that's what I'll do just in the process is, once I get somebody to commit to a skateboard donation, then I'll just work with what I can get without having to bug them too much. Kind of get the ball rolling. And then I'll send options to them. And if we decide that we like a certain look, then we can kind of go back and find higher quality objects later. And that's what happened here. They sent me a nice quality logo that we replaced that kind of low quality logo with. Looks like I'm trying to repurpose some of this bolt, this lightning bolt that they have on the side of the plane, and then kind of put it on the skateboard in other parts just to add some cohesiveness but some variation too. Ultimately, that lightning bolt didn't look that great, so here I am going with my little block option. Add a little variety to the picture. And once I get those white squares looking how I like, then I just change that opacity so they're a little bit transparent. Okay, so these are some of the other pictures that I'm working on. And I'm probably going to just bring some of them right into Illustrator and run a trace on a setting. It's called a high quality photo or something like that, which gives me a lot of colors. And I didn't bring that picture into Photoshop to clip it out because I think I wanted to keep that blue background, the sky background in there. But here I am with a little flame artwork that I've grabbed and off the internet and traced. And if the object doesn't have a lot of information, if it's just kind of a simple one color sort of thing, I won't place it into my InDesign from Illustrator. I'll just copy it from Illustrator, and then I can work with the shape of it in InDesign. So I don't have to flip back and forth a lot, which is nice. However, if there is a lot of information, you got to make those changes in Illustrator because you've placed them in InDesign at that point. And then you got to update your links when you change it. So I found another lightning bolt that I kind of like, and that looks pretty hot. I've got that object here placed in InDesign. And here we are with another picture that I didn't clip out. So we traced the whole thing. Illustrator placed the whole thing in our InDesign. And it's looking pretty good. Oh, here's my attempt to get rid of that's just trying to do some kind of clip work in Illustrator. That doesn't work. I was pleased with the way that the retardant moved across into the graphic. You know, sometimes when you have those sort of dusty looking pictures, it's sort of hard to clip out. It's like clipping out hair. You know, you can't get every little strand of hair, so you just kind of shape it how you like. And you'll see that on the final board, the way that retardant looks. There's just curves, and it actually ended up looking pretty good. All right, so I'm clipping out this plane because I like the looks of the plane, obviously. I have my Bezier so I can get those curves around those engines. And here we are. I'll just put that on its own layer. That'll make those other layers invisible. I put a blue background on there, so when I bring it into Illustrator, instead of having that white background that will capture some of that plane, since the plane's white, when I do my trace, I have to put a blue background on there or something different, a different color, so it's easy to remove. When we bring it over, here I am working with that old logo, and we got a lot of plane in this one, and it looks good. I like it. And it looks like I'm repurposing an old grid graphic that I used for Parkside Credit Union with Parkside's colors. There I've changed that grid to Neptune Aviation's colors. And it looks like I'm trying some different warp options here to see if the wave looks cool. Ultimately, I think I decided that the wave was not as cool as the straight lines. It's kind of different looking. A little bit more rich than just the white background. However, less is more oftentimes in these designs. So it looks like I'm wrapping it up here with these options, and I've created little JPEGs out of them, and here I am sending them to the client to proof it out. And ultimately we went with option number 1, and it looked great. Very pleased with the Neptune Aviation skateboard. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great day. Bye.